Ravi is an engineer in Bangalore. He earns rupees 80,000 every month. His colleague Suresh, also an engineer, earns the same rupees 80,000. 10 years later, Ravi owns two rental flats. His money works for him even when he sleeps. Suresh, he is still paying his car loan, his home loan, his credit card bill. Same salary, same city, same job, completely different life. The only difference between Ravi and Suresh, one understood money, the other didn't. This one chapter will show you exactly what Ravi knew that Suresh never learned. Hello everyone, I am Sriram. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see 1. Why earning money is not the solution to your money problems. 2. The most important rule about money that nobody teaches in school. 3. The simple difference between the asset and a liability and why most Indians get this completely wrong. And 4. The cash flow pattern of the poor, middle class and the rich and where you currently stand. This is the chapter 2 of Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I promise you by the end of this video you will think about money in a completely different way. Let's go into the video. Let me ask you one honest question. Have you ever thought if I just get more salary hike, all my problems will be solved? Almost everyone thinks this, but here's the truth Robert Kiyosaki discovered. More money does not solve money problem. Think about this. In 1923, 9 of the richest and most powerful businessmen in America came together for a meeting. These were the biggest names, heads of steel companies, banks and stock exchanges. 25 years later, some died completely broke, some went to jail, some took their own lives. These were not lazy people, they were the richest men in the country. And closer to home, we see this every day in India. A cricketer earns crores during his playing career, retires at 35, by 45 he completely broke. A lottery winner in Kerala wins rupees 1 crore, 5 years later back to zero. Why does this keep happening? Because money without financial knowledge is money that is gone very soon. The problem was never the amount of money, the problem was always the financial education. Robert's rich dad used to say something very powerful. He said, if you want to build the Empire State Building, first you dig a deep foundation, but if you want to build a small house, a thin slab of cement is enough. Most people are trying to build a skyscraper. They want big wealth, big lifestyle, but they build it on a thin slab, no foundation. And what happens? The building tilts and it falls. In India, we send our children to the best schools. We spend lakhs on engineering, MBA degrees, but not one class, not one single class teaches them how to manage money, how to read a bank statement, how to invest, what is a liability and what is an asset. Zero. So we produce very educated people who are completely lost when it comes to money. That is the problem Rich Dad wanted to fix. Now, here is the most important rule in this entire chapter. In fact, Rich Dad said this is the only rule you need to know. Rule number 1, know the difference between an asset and a liability and buy assets. That's it, just this one rule. Sounds simple, right? But wait, most people don't actually understand what is an asset. Rich Dad made it a very simple. An asset puts money into your pocket, a liability takes money out of your pocket. That's the whole definition, nothing complicated. Let me give you an example. You buy a flat in Chennai and give it on a rent. Every month rupees 50,000 comes into your pocket. That flat is an asset. You buy a car on an EMI. Every month rupees 12,000 goes out of your pocket. That car is a liability. You invest in mutual funds that give you a quarterly dividend. Money comes in, an asset. You take a personal loan for a wedding function. Every month EMI goes out. It is a liability. Simple, right? Money comes in means asset. Money goes out means liability. Rich people spend their life collecting assets. Most other people spend their life collecting liabilities, but they think they are assets. Now I am going to say something that will shock many of you. Your house, that one you live in, is not an asset. I know your parents said buy a house, it is the biggest investment of your life. But let us apply the rule. You buy a house in Hyderabad for rupees 60 lakh on a home loan. Every month EMI goes out, rupees 45,000, property tax goes out, maintenance goes out, repairs goes out. Is money coming into your pocket from this house? No. Is money going out of your pocket every month? Yes. yes, by this rule, this house is a liability, not an asset. Now, if you buy that same house and rent it out for rupees 20,000 per month and that covers your cost, then it becomes an asset because now money is coming in. Robert is not saying don't buy a house, he is saying understand what it actually is. Don't fool yourself by calling a liability an asset. The rich know this difference, that is why they keep getting richer. Now let me show you the three types of people and how money moves in their lives. First, the poor person. Money comes in from one source, job, salary. The money immediately goes out on food, rent, electricity and transport. Nothing is left, nothing is saved and nothing is invested. End of the month, zero. Second, the middle class person, and this is where most educated Indians are. Salary comes in, it looks good, but then home loan EMI goes out, car loan EMI goes out, children's school fees goes out, credit card bill goes out, insurance premium also goes out, and the liabilities column, home loan balance, car loan balance, credit card debt. They work harder, get a promotion, salary increases, but then they buy a bigger car, a bigger flat, more expenses, more liabilities. Their liabilities always grow with their income. They never escape. Third, the rich person. They have assets, rental properties, stocks, businesses. These assets generate incomes as rent, dividends and profits. That income covers their expenses. The leftovers goes back into buying more assets. The rich get richer not because they work harder, because their money creates more money automatically. The question is, which pattern is your life following right now? Rich Dad had one more eye-opening lesson. He said, when you work on a normal job, you are actually working for three bosses, not one. Boss number one, your company. You work hard, you make them rich. Boss number two, the government. Before your salary even reaches your hand, TDS is already cut. Income tax, you work from January to almost May just for the government. Boss number three, the bank. The home loan EMI, your car loan, your credit card interest, every month a big portion goes straight to the bank. So, out of your 80,000 salary, how much actually stays with you and works for your future? Very little. The solution is simple. Stop working only for these three bosses. Start working for yourself too. Start building your own asset column. So let's quickly recap what chapter 2 actually taught us. 1. More money alone will not solve your money problems. Financial knowledge will solve the problem. 2. The only rule, know the difference between an asset and a liability and buy assets. 3. Asset is money coming in, liability is money going out. 4. Your home loan, car loan, credit card, all are liabilities, not assets. 5. Poor people have only expenses, middle class buy liabilities thinking they are assets. Rich people buy assets. 6. Stop working only for your company, the government and the bank. Start building your own asset column. Now here is my question for you in the comments. Think about your own life right now. What is one thing in your life that you thought was an asset, but after watching this video, you now realize is actually a liability? Write it in the comments. Let's learn from each other. In the next video, we go into the chapter 3 where Robert talks about how to actually start building your own business on the side without quitting your job. It is one of the most practical chapters in the entire book. Don't miss it. If this video gave you value, like it, share it with one friend who needs to hear this. See you in the next video.